Hello, everybody. Welcome to StraightA. Dawson here.
Shoot. Trathan.
I'm Braden.
And we're here with our NFL Week 8 predictions somewhere on screen, either at the end or near the beginning. Instead of doing normal like logos above our heads, we're just going to give the whole ticket at the end. So you'll see like Braden's picks all at one time. You'll see Trathan's picks all at one time. Shoes, mine, Ben's. Probably not Taylor's because fuck Taylor. No, I'm kidding. But we'll put those in. We do have the course prediction from the Thursday night game. We didn't do our predictions because we want to do them in person. So we put them on the video, pre-recorded them. So we'll put them that either here right now.
All right. Oh man. So Thursday night we've got the Bucks and Bills. I think that this is a pretty easy pick. Bucks are just gonna fall short to the Bills. Bills are gonna come back after a tough loss to the Patriots. I really don't see this being necessarily too close. I think Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs are going to connect pretty well. Maybe Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans have a good connection, but I just see the Bills powering past pretty easily.
So this is my prediction for the Thursday night game for Buccaneers Bills. I think it's pretty easily going to be Bills winning this game. Not going to question that too much. Buccaneers don't play well against good teams. That's 100% true. But they've also showing that they're kind of having some weakness against even more mediocre teams. They're actually having some weakness. They start off really hot, but now we're kind of in the we suck era, and I don't see the Bills falling anymore. They've had some rough games, but this could be a good pick-me-up game. I see it being relatively not close, more like a 2-score game. I say it relatively close because I think a lot of people could see this being a blowout, but I think the Buccaneers keep it like a 10-point game throughout the time, but I do think the Buffalo Bills will be winning. For Shoe's pick, he is choosing the Buffalo Bills, and I think that there's not too much explanation for him there. He chooses the Buffalo Bills for the Thursday night game.
So for Thursday night football, Bucks Bills. Baker Mayfield surprised me this year. Looks bad recently. Can't win big games. I'm taking the Bills.
Wow, good picks. But we still have to predict the rest of the slate for Sunday and Monday. Braden's joining us here, so he'll get to throw his hat in the ring to his percentage, see if he can beat Taylor's, which is not good right now. So
Taylor's was good.
Was.
And then last week happened.
Last week was just a crapshoot.
Oh my gosh, it was upset central.
It was bad. I think the most amount of wins any of our people in the slot got was like 9.
I think it was me.
Or sorry, not 9, 4.
Wasn't me?
Or 6 wins? 6 wins, yeah. It was me and you.
Yeah, I think
someone
you had
else.
the most wins.
And Kevin
as usual.
As usual. Yeah, like 4
We
points.
we gained on Kevin Washington. Now we're only like is it like 6 games back?
Yeah, only 6 or something, yeah. Actually, speaking of that, on screen now, the leaderboard. I'm not going to read them off this week. You just get to enjoy them. Pause if you want to see it.
It's me. It's me.
But Kevin Walsh is still leading. I know that. And I know Taylor's technically in 10th place if you're curious about percentages. So otherwise, I believe Shoe's now technically last in our four main group.
I'm tied with somebody, I thought.
You're tied with TPS, I believe. TPS is also at the bottom. But of us 4 guys, you're pretty bad. But we'll see how this week goes. We have a full slate of 16 games, well 15 now without the Thursday night game. But we're gonna first start us off. And Braden, since this is your team here, Los Angeles Rams going to Dallas. How do you feel?
Not good. I'll be honest, not good. I think last week was quite unfortunate the way the game ended against the Steelers, but I think the Rams will bounce back this week. I think they've got a pretty good shot against Dallas. So I'll take the Rams.
Yeah, I like that pick. I think Dallas has been kind of beaten down a little bit in this early part of the season. I feel like they were hyped up, then kind of hyped down, and I still feel
got beat by the Cards, and Dawson had to do water bucket.
This is true, but I'm not going to do the lock of the week because I do think the Rams are a very good team offensively. I think their defense needs a lot of work. Well, I think Dallas can pull. They showed they can pull their offense together for something. I do think Dallas is going to take that win.
Yeah, I'm taking the Cowboys this week. We're going to grab the Rams by the horns and just take them down. I'm also taking the Cowboys. It's kind of a no-brainer. The Cowboys are still 4-2. Now, the 2 games they have lost have been extremely disappointing for Cowboys fans, as it usually is.
There's room to against the NFC West.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Sure.
I'm going Dallas. I think they win this. I don't think it's going to be close either. I think it'll be a huge defensive game.
I can see this being like a 10-point game.
Yeah.
I think I'd like 10-point difference.
I honestly, it'd be like 17-7 or something like that. Like, I think it's going to be a really low-scoring game.
That's right. That's fair. But next up, we got a divisional matchup with the Minnesota Vikings going to Green Bay. Both these teams, I feel like, have not really met up to the expectations. I think that they really had the hype going in. Jordan Love hasn't looked as good in this little second quarter, I guess, of the second quarter. I guess the last 4 or 5 games, I should say. Well, Minnesota, I think, has picked up more steam. Honestly, I think this Justin Jefferson injury rest up Justin Jefferson and please get back healthier. But I think this kind of helped their team because I think they relied a lot on Justin Jefferson before, like just getting him the ball. And don't get me wrong, it works. But now they're like splitting it off and actually utilizing their whole game, and they still look good. And against Green Bay, who does have a decent defense, but I think Minnesota's defense will outpace Green Bay. Give me Minnesota here.
Yeah, it's not really a thought for me. I think Minnesota will take Green Bay down.
Minnesota is the king of one-score games. I have a feeling it's going to be another one-score game. But like you were saying, Dawson, they've been working around. I mean, we saw the amount of targets and yardage and touchdowns that Jordan Addison had last week. KJ Osborne was also up there. So they're starting to share the rock a little bit. So I'm going Vikings all day.
I'm going to agree with Trace, and I think it's going to be close. But I think in these divisional matchups, the experience of the quarterback is very, very important. And Kirk Cousins has been around quite a bit longer than Jordan.
That's very true. And divisional games can go either way, especially being Green Bay. So
I'm looking at this Miami-New England game later, and I have no clue what I'm thinking. I'll be honest.
Well, for now, we have the Atlanta Falcons going to Tennessee for Nissan Stadium. Shoot.
You gotta find out my thing.
I'm going to stop by and live it.
There it is.
You want to stop by?
Yeah, this was a tough one. I went back and forth, but I'm taking the Birds. Falcons over Titans.
Which confirm.
Confirm.
Yeah. Well. So, Shu, you're wrong. I just want to make sure that's what I had in there. I knew it. I'm a Titans fan. Desmond Ridder is complete trash. He only plays good at home. Kyle Pitts finally picked up some steam last week and the last 2 weeks, really. But wow, I don't know. Tennessee just traded away Kevin Byard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they traded Kevin Byard to Philly for I think it was a 5th and 6th round pick, and a younger cornerback. I don't remember who it was. But yeah, I'm still going my Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Shu here. I think I looking at the Falcons' record so far in the games they've played, they're pretty decent against teams below 500. So I think the Falcons will pull this one out.
Man, this there's not many. I don't know about like what's called underdogs this week in terms of like what teams I want to take, but I think Tennessee's a good underdog team to take here because Atlanta is inconsistent at best. Sometimes they'll be doing good in the passing game. Sometimes they'll utilize their run game. They pissed off a lot of people last week with Bijan not playing. So I feel like they're kind of in the hot seat right now. I'm going to give the advantage to Tennessee. They kind of win random games here or there, and I think this is a game they will win. And for some reason, it never fails. When a team trades away a key piece of their component, it always seems like they win that next week. It always seems like it. So I'm giving Tennessee.
Well, let's hope that happens when we inevitably trade Derrick Henry. Sadly.
Well, they'll hopefully win you this game and then get traded away. Tennessee all the way. Now we're going to Indianapolis for the New Orleans Saints at Indianapolis Colts.
What else can I say? Minshew Mania is back. He did it once in Jacksonville. He got into the Colts. Richardson went down with that shoulder injury. And Minshew's the starter now. And he looked phenomenal last week.
I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Was it
two or 3 weeks ago? He had a really good game, but I think he's kind
of. The turnovers are still a problem. But I'm going the Colts here. I think Derek Carr, we've kind of seen the fall off of Derek Carr from last year, especially when it's kind of brought over to the Saints. His footwork has just not looked good. His decision-making is still good, but a quarterback is based around their footwork, and it's just not been there. So I'm taking the Colts at home.
Do I have to pick a team?
You do. Fortunately. Colts are slightly favored, if that helps you.
Yeah, the Colts are one of 2 teams to knock down the Ravens this year, so I don't want to pick a team, but I guess I have to pick the Colts. This could be a tie. I'm not even lying.
Call your first tie?
Could be a tie.
Calling this a tie, Brady?
I'm not calling
Lock
it
of the
a tie,
week?
but it could be a
Lock
tie.
of the week, it's a tie.
Dude, the ball.
0-0.
The balls. I'm going a different route. I think New Orleans has kind of got a little bit shit on, I think, or at least overlooked. I think their offense looks really good. Their defense is still pretty solid. And I don't believe Minshew. I like Minshew, don't get me wrong, but like he shows that he's not consistent and he's a fill-in at best. I mean, obviously because Anthony Richardson's hurt for the rest of the season. So I'm going to New Orleans here. It's also getting my underdog pick out of the way too, another underdog pick. But I feel good about Derek Carr, and I feel good about Alvin Kamara getting better and better as the season goes on. And so I'm gonna take New Orleans. I do think it's gonna be kind of a not a great game though. I think it's like a 17-14 game deal.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna split the room with that. With my pick, I'm going with the Saints. I just don't know. I mean, I think this
It's
is
two mid teams. It's a mid
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, it is a mid off, and I gotta go with the Saints over the Colts this week.
Well, not speaking of mid off because Joe Trayton would kill me. No, I'm just kidding. New England going to Miami. They face off against the Dolphins. Brayden, you get to start us off on this one.
Okay, fun one here. I was just looking at this game. Give me New England.
Ain't no way in hell.
I mean, Miami's already beaten New England once. Like you said last night, it's hard to beat a team twice in one season. This is a divisional matchup. Bill Belichick is notoriously good in divisional.
It's kind of true. Brayden, you might have swayed me. I can't.
Ain't no way in hell.
I can't.
Ain't no way in hell.
I can't because Miami is kind of getting shit on right now. They're kind of behind the scenes because they haven't beat good teams. And New England is a good team, but they can't lose against a bad team. And I still gotta go Miami, but Brayden, I do not hate that pick at all for New England.
The only reason I don't like my pick is because Miami kind of got destroyed last week.
Yeah, revenge kind of.
They probably won't let that happen again. But I still think New England can pull it out.
Yeah, and I think the New England secondary is really hurt now, and it's kind of like
New England looked good against the Eagles, by the way.
What's that?
New England looked good against the Eagles.
Oh yeah,
Wasn't that at the beginning of the season though?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've lost a lot of people since then.
they're kind of hurt now. But yeah, give me Miami.
Yeah, I'm just struggling, hurt New England fan here, who is picking the Patriots this week.
Oh my God, we split.
I don't know why I do.
Ain't no way in
I don't know
hell.
why I do this to myself. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna take New England over Miami this week. Prayers for Tyreek Hill, but I hope he does not play that game. For two reasons. Number one, because I want to see New England win, and number two, Dawson has him in fantasy this week, and that's pretty much the reason that he's projected to beat me. So, Tyreek, just take a week off, take a rest. You don't need to play this game.
Looks like yourself.
Shut up. I know he is. But take a week off anyways. I know you're healthy, but take a week off. You need to rest. But yeah, New England.
So, Shu, I'm sorry to hurt your fantasy chances. Tyreek Hill's about to have 200 plus yards, 15 plus receptions, and 2 touchdowns.
I call crap on that because he has notoriously not played well against New England.
That sucks.
His entire career. He's notoriously been almost shut down by New England.
Well, that's not happening this week. It's going to be a blowout. It's not going to be close. It's 35-10 is my final score prediction. Mac Jones ain't him. Give me the Dolphins all day. They're in Hard Rock too. Something you guys couldn't get earlier because I don't know. But I'm taking Miami all day.
Damn. Well, now we're going to the Battle of New York. Wow, this is kind of fun. New York versus New York. Go New York, going to New York.
They're going to New Jersey.
I'm picking New York.
They're going
Yeah,
to
I think
New
New
Jersey.
York is going to win.
Yeah.
Wow, this is. I gotta I'm down my heel as of late. I'm kind of getting on the Giants train a little bit. I'm convincing myself the Giants are actually really good, and so I'm gonna pick the Giants this week. I really see the Giants pulling this in. The Jets, I mean, they look good. And honestly, it's kind of more of a. I'm sure it's an underdog for the Giants. Yeah, -3 in favor of the Jets. But I like the chances of the Giants here this week. I do think they have a very potential offense that they can get going, and New York's defense or the Jets defense is going to really kind of give them struggles. But I also don't know how confident I feel in the New York Jets offense against New York Giants defense, especially in a run game. I know Brees Hall. I don't know if he'll really actually do well against New York Giants' like defensive line. So I'm gonna take New York, but the Giants specifically.
Are you taking them because of home field advantage? Or?
No. No.
Well, I'm taking the Jets because of home field advantage.
Is that it?
Yeah.
This is your.
I'm taking the Jets because of home field advantage. Obviously, on the road they're at home,
Yeah.
and at home they're on the road.
Yeah.
So it's they're all sleeping in their own beds, and I just see New York as the better team, coming from a Patriots
Are
fan,
they both home field advantage?
and they're both away.
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I hate y'all.
No, having down with the Jets, they're still finishing second place in the AFC East. Mark my words: Dolphins at 1, Jets at 2, Bills at 3. Sorry, Patriots are in last.
I respect that.
So I'm taking the Jets all day. Look, Zach Wilson. There's going to be some absolute bad moms up in the stands. He's gonna want to show off for them.
Yeah, New York.
Yeah, New York, the notorious
Some nannies.
Yeah.
Hey, Jesse.
Oh wait, I'd hate to see Zach Wilson in Miami. Holy cow. Yeah, I'm taking the New York, but the Jets variety.
I'll be taking the Jets as well. The Giants are a complete dumpster fire.
Not according to Dawson's power rankings.
They're going
Yeah,
they're 18th in the power rankings.
Yeah,
They need to
this
be-
man has them 18th
Ain't no way. Are the Rams higher or lower than that?
lower.
You're out of your mind.
Exactly.
The Patriots are also like what 14,
22.
20, 22.
21.
Sorry.
Something
Yeah,
like that.
the Jets win this easily. I think the Giants are garbage.
Let's clip this right now. For them. Not for me.
Is this your lock of the week?
No, I'm not locking that in. No. But we do have Jacksonville Jaguars going to Pittsburgh against Steelers.
Oh.
Almost
Who
like
to pick? Who to pick?
The Jags. It's not hard to pick. Going Jags all the way.
Oh yeah, there's nothing to say here, Jags.
Easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Jags as well. But low key, the only reason I'm picking them, or definitely picking them easy, is because Pittsburgh's been on a roll, and I think they'll stay around that 9-8 range.
They got lucky last week.
Hey, they're on a roll.
I think it's just like if you have Mike Tomlin coaching your Pittsburgh team, somehow you'll miraculously pull out a non-losing season.
Yeah.
You can have the worst team in the NFL and still manage to go 9-8.
They're never gonna be like 6-2 again, or like 2-6 again, or something like that. But they're gonna stay around that 12-2, 5-3, 5-4. You know, like I don't know. I'm going Jacksonville. Philadelphia Eagles against the Washington Commanders, the people who broke their win streak last year. Of course, you don't have a win streak this year, but still.
I mean, I'm taking the command. I'm just kidding. No, it's Philly. Philly should have lost last week. They didn't. So they're gonna come back and prove how dominant they are. I mean, they did beat a good Miami team, which they shouldn't have. But yeah, I'm taking Philly.
See, this is hard because just 27 days ago, Philly required overtime to beat the Commanders by 3.
It was in Philly.
I think the Commanders are going to take it. I might be crazy. I might eat my words, but like I said, hard to beat the same team twice.
They're
in one
still
year.
playing at FedEx Field though, so I mean, there's not really much of a home field advantage in that dumpster fire.
I still think the Commanders are going to take it.
See, I will down the hill that the Commanders win games they are not supposed to, and lose games they are not supposed to. The Washington Commanders are the most poverty franchise in the world, but they freaking win games they have no business even being like in contention of for some freaking reason. I don't think I've already kind of predicted that like 2 weeks ago, so I'm going to go Philadelphia here, but I would not be surprised if Washington pulls out a victory here.
Yeah, Eagles. Braden brought up a good point. Took overtime last time. I think the Eagles are going to be pissed off about that, and they're really going to go in and show what they got now mid-season. Well, not mid-season, early mid-season, and just whoop up on the Commanders, get some confidence.
All right, fair. Then we got Houston going to Carolina to face off against the I must say undefeated, but always defeated. There you go, always defeated from the Carolina Panthers.
This is a battle of first round pick quarterbacks.
This is actually the first time top 3 picks in the same draft
Carolina
ever
doesn't
played
have a
each other,
first-round pick.
like in the same game.
What?
They traded to the Bears.
You're talking about CJ Stroud versus.
I'm talking about CJ Stroud.
But-
CJ Stroud versus.
Yeah,
Bryce
this
Young.
is the first time that the top 3 picks from a draft have ever played each other in the same game. Yeah,
Wow,
because you got C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, and Will Anderson.
wow, that's cool.
I'm not wholly sure how the Texans have been doing this year. I haven't really been keeping up. I know
They're
how
better than
3-3.
Dawson thinks.
I know how the Panthers are doing this year.
The Panthers are like 29th on the power rankings.
That being
Like
said,
27.
I don't think the Panthers are going to stay winless forever. I think they might. I think this is a good chance to grab their first win.
kind of want to split because I think you two are going to pick Houston. So I kind of want to split the room here and agree with Braden.
I'll do it.
I have a feeling that Carolina is actually going to pick up their win here next 2 weeks, and it's either against Houston or another team. I can't remember the other teams they play, but Houston's only -3 favorites, and Vegas knows something. Vegas knows something, because this feels like a game they should have a lot bigger spread. But Houston was just off a bye week, right? Was that like last week? They were just on a
I can
bye
check.
week? Yes, I believe it is.
I can check.
Assuming that is so.
Yes.
It's really tempting to go with Carolina here because I think bye weeks are good for teams in the long run. I don't think they're good for the week they come back for a lot of times. I am going to choose Houston, though, because I really like the look of Houston. But I'm not. Again, Braden's picking picks I really want to pick, but I just can't bring myself to do it.
If you have a good coach off of a bye week, you probably will win. And Houston's coach is,
Okay.
Alrighty. For tickets as low as $22, go see the Carolina Panthers beat the Houston Texans.
let's go.
The thing is-
That is my call this week.
Let's go.
I think Carolina takes Houston this week. $22.
What?
Yeah. Carolina's beating them.
They don't win. Hell, Houston all day.
Is that your
CJ
lock of the week?
No, that's not my lock of the week. My lock of the week is still counting.
Okay. All right. They actually split the room there. They had
Chicago game.
the Cleveland Browns versus the Seattle Seahawks. This is me. This is a really good game. I'm actually kind of low-key excited about this one because Cleveland's defense has looked amazing and Seattle's offense has looked really good. And so it's going to be a really nice when Seattle has the ball. Really, the storyline for me is whether Cleveland can actually get into the end zone, and they've really struggled to do that. And, not last week. I guess they put up like 39 points last week. So maybe I don't. Yeah, never mind. I was going to pick Seattle. I'm actually going Cleveland here. I kind of talked myself into it because they found the end zone. I guess mostly on kind of defensive advantage there. But
Thank God for Cleveland's defensive fantasy. Won me the game.
yeah, I'm going to go Cleveland here. I really am. I was going to pick Seattle, but I'm going to Cleveland. I feel good about Cleveland right now.
I'm taking Seahawks. I don't stand that.
Sure, you're wrong. It's Cleveland all day. Cleveland, from a team that I thought was going to finish third in the AFC North, has somehow miraculously proved that, hey, they're not as bad as I thought they were going to be. Deshaun Watson has actually kind of picked it up recently. So I'm taking Cleveland over the Squeakhogs.
Dawson strength, and I hate to disagree with you, but as a Los Angeles Rams fan, the 12th man of the Seattle Seahawks fan base has destroyed us multiple occasions. So
That's because the Rams suck.
Hey, we won the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Hey, remember when the Titans won the Super Bowl? Who did they lose to?
Remember when,
Yeah,
remember when the Titans won the Super Bowl? Oh, wait.
Yeah, true. Okay, that's all I'm saying though. But yeah, I think the Seahawks are going to take this one. The 12th man is going to be the difference. Mark my words.
Luckily, I don't have to start this one this week. Kansas City, Denver. What do you got, Shu?
Kansas City, Denver. Jesus. This
Yep.
thing is so out of whack. Oh, Kansas City, Denver. Dawson, your team fucking sucks.
We won last week.
Give me the Chiefs.
We won last week.
Give me Denver. No, I'm just kidding.
Lock of the week. Lock of the week.
I think you're wrong.
I honestly think this is going to be. Last time it was a lot closer game than everybody thought it was going to be. I still think it's going to be a close game. I think Kansas edges this out in a one-score game.
I like it.
Last time these teams played a couple weeks ago, the Chiefs won
20-7.
19-8.
19-8.
19-8.
Well, I was off. Subtract one, add to
How did you do that?
And
I'm dyslexic.
so, in almost every other divisional matchup this week, I think I've picked the underdog. I don't think I can do it for this one. I really don't think-
Trading the one.
You don't want to pick Denver?
No, I don't.
I wouldn't take Denver.
This is the one I'm the least confident about. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs.
You're the least confident about taking Kansas City, or least confident about taking Denver?
About Denver.
Oh, okay.
Well, got me excited.
Like New England, Miami, I think New England could win. Washington, Philadelphia, I feel like the Commanders could win that. I don't think Denver stands much of a chance here.
So I'm gonna say this: my pick was gonna be the Kansas City Chiefs, but just because they're getting shit on, I feel like I had to stand up for my Broncos. If I can't.
Hey, keep digging yourself in a hole and fall back further behind me.
But I can't think because I've already taken a couple underdogs. I will say this: genuinely looking at this game, this feels like a game that Kansas City could easily drop, just because it's a divisional matchup. If this was the Chargers or Raiders at this point, I would say, or Chargers or Raiders facing off against Kansas City this week. It feels like Kansas City's getting on the high horse. And it always feels like when teams get on their high horse, they lose to the divisional matchup. And genuinely, Denver does match up decently well against Kansas City with Denver's offense, and Kansas City's defense or offense is always good. But it feels like the Denver defense just knows how to cook them a little bit and keep them low scoring. So I do think they do actually match up well against Kansas City. We just haven't won in 16 games in a row, so take that as you will.
Since what, Manning?
I think so. I think if you do the math there, yeah. I think it's about Manning. I do think Kansas City's going to bring out the win. but I could see this being like a next divisional matchup, either this one or next one. Kansas City's going to drop, and I don't think it's going to be this one just because Denver hasn't looked.
I feel like it'll be the Chargers for anybody.
That's fair,
The
but
Chargers are very good at beating Kansas City Chiefs late in the season.
they're also good at dropping games.
It's true.
So
They're good at being super talented and being super ass.
yeah. So either way, Kansas City, so we can get you out of here. Baltimore Ravens at Arizona.
Josh Dobbs is going to do his thing again. This is not my lock of the week. It was a joke. Baltimore is winning this. Josh Dobbs is going to get in the end zone and do his little dance, but it's not going to be enough.
One touchdown.
Come back to
Yeah.
me. Come back to me.
Come back to you. Okay, I'm taking Baltimore. Baltimore are top 5 team in the NFL easy. They cannot pull a Cowboys and drop like that. I don't think they do that. I don't think their coaching team will do that to them. I think Baltimore's going to take this pretty easily.
Speaking of dancing in the end zone, can we talk about Mac Jones gritty?
No, we
It
can't.
was so ugly.
No, we can't.
it was so bad. But Ravens.
You know, this is my first predictions video, and I know one person on the couch to my left has been burned by picking a lock of the week against the Cardinals, but I'm doing it. The Ravens are going to win this game. That's my lock,
Lock of the week?
Lock of the week!
It's lock of the week!
He's in the lock of the bucket. Hey guys, I'm changing my answer. Arizona was kidding. Bro, I did not wait to see that. Arizona wins this week. Brady gets started off against Cincinnati and San Francisco.
Oh, I love this so much. The 49ers are 0-2 in their last 2 games. They're going to keep it up. They're going to go 0-3. I guarantee it. Not guarantee it, but
Another lock of the
the
week.
Bengals are going to win this game just because I hate the 49ers.
Brady take a parlay. One doesn't hit water bucket. Man, this is actually really tough because Cincinnati's on like an uphill trajectory. San Francisco's on a downhill trajectory. But man, San Fran can't keep that up. They're too good of a team to keep up a downhill trajectory. But since they both need this win, both Cincinnati is still kind of digging them out of that beginning of the season's like slumber. And honestly, I think whoever loses this game is probably going to be primed for a first round knockout. I feel like the momentum's going to carry him that far. Like it's going to make him like look really bad for the rest of the season. I'm going to lean. What's the odds on this one? San Fran's up -4 for this one. And I think I agree. I think I'm going to get San Fran. I think they just cannot take a loss here. I can't.
Just looking at something really quick.
This is a tough one, though.
Yeah, it's a tough one. If I knew Brock Purdy would be healthy, he's in concussion protocol currently. They are
backup QB.
They are hopeful that he clears concussion protocol on Saturday.
He'll
With that being said, I'm taking the Bengals this week just because I'm not sure if Brock Purdy will play. He took that huge hit on the tush push.
Yeah, Sam Darnold, they're fine.
Yeah, okay. Bengals definitely. Bengals all the way then.
Boys, I know I said this was the year of the Bengal early on, but the Niners have lost 2 in a row. They really need a bounce back win. That is why Cincy is my lock of the week. Cincy is walking into California and taking this game by 3 scores.
Is that also a lock? Is that
Yes,
your
that's
That's the
lock.
lock of the week.
So- That's the 3
Cincy, I'm
scores?
locking. It is going to be a blowout.
Are you
I think
locking 3 scores?
No, I'm not locking
Okay.
this. I'm just locking
Hope
Cincy.
you're right.
But since he's going to walk in there and Jamar is going to do his thing, Burrow's going to do his thing, the Cincy defense is going to do their thing. It is still the year of the bungle. I'm taking the Bungles. I'm
I
taking
so
the
very
Bungles.
much hope you're
Taking the Bungles.
correct.
Somebody's getting water
Lock
bucket
of the
next
week.
week. Between Arizona and Cincy, or between Arizona and San Fran, they're going to get somebody a water bucket. Yeah, I don't see that at all. Not by 3 scores at all. Could you pick Brady?
Yes.
Sorry.
Bungles.
Chicago Bears at Los Angeles Chargers. I'm not going to really entertain this. Los Angeles Chargers are bad, but they're not that bad. They cannot drop a loss.
Is this your lock of the week?
No, this is not my lock of the week because I don't like the Chargers.
Do you have a lock of the week?
I'm not. You know, do I have a lock of the week? Let me think about that. I'm taking Chargers. Not my lock of the week.
Tyson Bagent. That's all I'm going to say. Bears.
Shoe, I'm on your train. It is the Bears upsetting the Chargers. T-Bag is in the building. He's here from a D2 school and ready to prove that he can do whatever it takes to win a game. T-Bag goes 2-0 in his first 2 starts as an NFL quarterback.
I'm going to ask this question again. Do I have to pick a team?
Yes. You can pick a tie.
No, I'm not going to pick a tie, but I really want to pick either of them. You know, I'm a Rams fan. I love the Rams, but I'm also a Chargers enjoyer. I love Justin Herbert.
Chargers enjoy.
That's a good
Yeah.
second. That's what you call your
Yeah.
second favorite team.
Yeah,
I enjoy
yeah. I love Justin Herbert. I think he's a stud. Brandon Staley is a miserable coach. He should just stay with the Rams. Give me the Chargers.
Oh man, this is a tough one. Anyway, moving on to Las Vegas, going to Detroit.
I'm gonna make this simple. Lions are winning this game.
I think Lions are pissed off about that 35. What was it? 35-6, 35-7, 35-8,
38-6.
38-6.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, that was bad. I think the Lions are a lot better than they showed last week. Their defense was terrible. Their offense was terrible. Jahmyr Gibbs was it his first touchdown last week?
Was it?
I know he
Yeah.
did have. I think the only touchdown they scored was Jahmyr Gibbs.
Damn.
They picked the running back out of Alabama and they just didn't use him.
Yeah. But I'm taking Detroit anyway. Detroit is a good team. They're making the playoffs. They're going to make a run in the playoffs. And if you're going to do that, you got to beat the easy teams. And right now, in this tough schedule they have going on, this is their easy team. This is their week 9 college football FCS school. This is like Alabama versus Chattanooga coming up. This is their Chattanooga
That's
and their Alabama.
Foul description.
I believe that 2-time Super Bowl champion Jimmy Sex God Garoppolo is going to walk into Detroit and get shit stomped. I think the Lions are going to win.
Yeah, this is a Monday night game, so I feel like all eyes will be on Detroit, especially. And they don't lose games they're not supposed to. Like, simply, Dan Campbell does not allow it to happen. I mean, you lose against the Ravens, fine. They lost against Seattle, which is a closer matchup. It wasn't a walk in the park type game for them. But they have been showing up teams, and especially when you get embarrassed by a good team like that. Lions kind of making me feel that Buccaneers standpoint, but just like a tear up, I guess. Where I feel like Detroit is struggling against like top 8 teams, top 7, top 6, but they dominate other teams. But I think they're the actual
Like a Miami?
Yeah, like Miami, but Miami has only beaten 6 teams, 2 and 4 teams, stuff like that, like completely. Well, at least Detroit faces people who gets 50-50. Just saying, no. But I do think Detroit's gonna win this. I don't hate Vegas though. I hate Vegas as a franchise. I hate the Raiders completely, but I don't hate them this year as much as maybe some people do. I think they've looked decently consistent at least on the under train, but I think Lions gonna take this pretty easy.
Yeah, I would agree.
Can we just take a second and debate just leaving right now and going to Glendale, Arizona, and buying tickets for $14
Yeah.
to see Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, I was looking at that. Like,
$14.
You were talking about the $22 tickets for the Carolina game. I'm like, that's not even the
$14.
cheapest. Arizona, $14.
No, bro. Let's go to Arlington and see Matt Stafford for 26.
Yeah, I'd rather slam my testicles in car door.
Damn. How about what's the expensive tickets? $165 for New York. Holy fuck!
127 for Bengals and San Fran.
Nice.
It's expensive because it's California.
$145 for Detroit.
It's also a Monday night game.
Yeah.
So it inflates it a little bit. Damn. Well, there you go, guys. If you want to go buy your tickets there, we do have an extra bit of this video though that we're about to cue to here in just one moment.
We do.
Come on, Bub. Come on, Bub.
It's time.
It's time.
Oh. That's it. 33.3.
How you feeling, Bub?
We're going to grab my other shirt real quick.
Oh, your shirt? You're not gonna get drenched in that?
We got threes all around the board.
3-3-3.
Don't lock against me.
Trayton's learning.
Was that the hardest quote anybody's ever dropped in their life?
It's not funny, Dawson.
Oh, this is hilarious.
It's pretty funny.
This
It's
is
pretty
great.
funny.
Oh my gosh.
That's exactly what the world needed.
This is exactly what the world needed. Listen, we come here and see our boys. And Braden's first recording session with us. Trayton's gonna come out.
Oh, it's dropped.
It's dropped 32.7.
32.7.
Look at that, 32.7. Come on, Trayton. Come on, boy.
I'll win tomorrow. This will be me tomorrow night after chapter meeting.
Exactly.
Why not at chapter meeting?
That'd be
because.
funny.
All right, let's get one final check.
One final check.
Just so he can see it.
Just so you can
Just
see
so
your
he can see it.
demise.
I'm allergic.
Oh yeah, it's probably something important we should say.
It's gone up a little bit.
There's a what's it called, a nice little chance that we might have to actually help Trayton like not die.
Allergic reaction.
Oh, there we are.
33.
It's back down.
He's allergic to what's it called?
Temperature change.
Temperature change. 333 again.
3-3-3.
3-3-3.
So
You regret your decision?
No, because I should have won.
you should have won,
Don't
but you
lock this,
didn't.
Jared.
You missed his head with the eye.
Oh, I need a towel. I need a towel.
All right, have fun, Bob. We're leaving. You can stay out here. Come on, guys.
Give this man a towel.
Now you got
I
it.
need a towel.
All right, that's okay.
Nope, I need a towel.
Have fun, Bob.
Nope,
Bye.
I need a towel.
Let him in.
I'm letting the go let him in. All right, we're gonna get you a towel, but never bet against you. Any other final words for you, Trayton?
Next time me and Shu play, I will also be making the same bet, and Shu will lose.
I'm not accepting that bet.
Wow.
I bet you once.
Well, oh well. See you, Trayton. Have fun, Chattanooga.